so hoping for a last crusade and not a crystal skull. We have all suffered enough, okay? As a nation, we cannot handle another crystal skull. I mean, the year The Last Crusade came out, 1989, that was a good year, right? That was a good year. Michael Keaton was Batman. Harrison Ford was still fuckable. And it was okay to punch Nazis. So, we jumped to 2023. I have hope for Dial of Destiny. I mean, Michael Keaton, he's going to be Batman again. Only reason to see The Flash. Harrison Ford, we get to see him young again. And it'll collectively remind us that, Nazis are not a protected class. We fought a whole damn war about that. So I might be a little late to this, but my husband Fred and we started binging The Handmaid's Tale. Anybody else seen that? Yeah, it is so good. And poor Fred, he was really disturbed by it. He's sitting over there hashtag not all Freds. Yeah, he's like, there's a lot of good Freds out there. One bad one, it could ruin it for all of us. But I looked at it and it was like, God, this really brought out the Midwesterner in me. I thought, maybe, this looks where red states are kind of headed. Maybe we should start stockpiling guns. Yeah, Upper Midwesterners, we are a very stubborn, vindictive people. Yeah, it's good you should know that now. But, this one handmaid, right? She escapes to Canada, right? And she is getting a physical, and the doctor tells her, you have high cholesterol. And she's like, what? No. It wasn't like this before, before being forced to live in a theonomy. Yeah, theonomy is government, run by judicial law based on the Old Testament. Yeah, who knew that my poli-sci degree would come in handy someday? Yes, but, forget the rape, the torture, the mutilation. High cholesterol. That is the silent killer of living, in a dystopian future. So now we are on season 4. We're just, pushing right through it. And, poor Fred, he was really traumatized by the 3rd episode. He was like, when a show starts playing Radiohead, things are gonna get rough. And I looked at it and I thought, you know what? This type of future is what my Girl Scout training prepared me for. Okay, my parents thought they were going to get a direct line to cookies, but that divorced troop leader, she instilled enough survivalist skills, to make it through this dystopian future. I mean, it's in the dead of Minnesota winter, okay? They would take us out into the woods and drop us off each individually, okay, with a compass and a map, and a dot on the map. And they would say, make it to that dot, and may the odds be ever in your favor. There were no phones, there was no GPS, there was nothing. Okay, out on the frozen tundra, it was Girl Scout law. We only had, our wits and our knife skills to rely on. And if that isn't training on how to escape to Canada, I don't know what is. Yeah, I know. I feel like every time I come here, I shock Joe just a little bit more. Yeah, still waters, they run very deep. But I noticed in watching The Handmaid's Tale, all the aunts, they are just repurposed Karens. Yeah, but the wives, they are Megans. Are we familiar with Megans? No? Okay, so Karens, they're all up in your business, right? They want to tell you what to do. But Megans, they are way too self-centered for that. It is all about them. They were the mean girls that were incubated in high school. And they came out Megans. Yeah. They're very, very easy to spot. They are always dressed like they're going to yoga, but they never go to a yoga class. They make these elaborate coffee orders, I would like a non-fat, soy vanilla latte, but make it more like a frappe. And I want it with sprinkles that are non-fat, non-dairy, non-sugar. No human can make this drink. It will always be wrong. And they point that out, but they insist on drinking it anyway, to let you know that they suffer endlessly. It's true. They have elaborate vision boards, okay, with these very obscure materialistic items. Like, on my vision board, I have the Fendi bag that Samantha Jones had in that episode of Sex and the City when she went to visit the girls in LA. I know hers was fake, but I am manifesting an authentic one because now it's vintage. Now that we're all so close, I would like to share something. It's painful, so painful. You guys, my sister? My sister is a Megan. Yeah. Before she had kids, she called me and she said, I have something really important to tell you. We are talking about having kids. I'm like, no. I am not doing this with you. I am out. Okay, so now we are 4 kids in. All right, yeah. She is a stay-at-home mom living in Iowa, driving a minivan that is constantly sticky. Her idea of relaxation is popping a couple Benadryl and drinking half a bottle of wine. In Iowa, that is called chasing the pink dragon. So you know that her life is going very, very smoothly. Yes. And the kids, they don't listen to her. They don't give a shit what she says. There's always screaming and crying. They do not do that for me. No. But I have subscribed to the Machiavellian principles of child rearing. Here comes that poli-sci degree again. Now, I know you're skeptical, but Machiavelli, he got a bad rap. Okay? He got shit done. Now, the tenets set forth in the Prince, they are not just for running a country. They are also applicable to raising children. Can I make my nieces and nephew love me? No, of course not. But they are open to bribery. Yeah. My sister, she is a little bit jealous that I get along better with my mother-in-law than she does with hers. Yeah, my mother-in-law, we are friends now. Yeah, she called me and she is in crisis. Okay? She's like, oh, we are planning the Christmas program at church, and there is a serious problem. Jill is constantly drunk and missing her cues in bell choir. The carol of the bells has become the bane of my existence. Okay, what you all need to realize is that handbell choir is taken extremely seriously in northern Minnesota. But there are options, okay? She's like, oh, you remember Helen? Helen, my ride or die? Well, she has a plan. We are just going to replace Jill and not tell her. Helen is going to take the clappers out of those bells. We want her to still feel like she's participating, that she's part of the community. Okay, so this really begs the question here. Is Jill just going to be there, just wringing her little heart out and not even notice? Or is Jill just going to be so damn drunk she doesn't even care? I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see on the next episode of The Real Housewives of Little Marie, Minnesota. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at The Nicole Blessing. Please do. I'm almost at 5,000.